what is really going on? Dear, shocking that each person be just a wabruchi be a Ghana, you should really be concerned because Donald Trump has made it very clear that he is not joking this time around. And that's sorry, apart from Ghana for a more manonia or muni visa or more overstay or more they have criminal records or more immigrants. So if Ghana wabruchi, you deport your mamba Ghana. No, aside from all of these troubles, so one major trouble I can say everyone is really talking about it. Ghana for in particularly more brochidon it is shivering a lot of people. The United States of America or Modia Babe Tuja. Now, Obe say you will be a friend the US Waiver 2025 program. The US Waiver 2025 program. Now manoni wakwa brucha na bibi ewa brucha. You realize that this particular program no idea be for so many years. Yes, so many years no. We've seen a lot of countries actually benefit and be a benefit of the 2025 and I say 2020 krana US waiver program in many countries have actually benefited it. Now currently, we know Casano, the Abeto Justice no air parties in the United States of America, or Motina Hono, or Moshe, almost no, the US Waiver program. How should we really go about it? No, Tisiano, or may exclude Ghana from it. For those of you who know the US Waiver program, no, US Waiver program, explain here. It is basically a programmer, in short, VWP, allow citizens. Allow citizens of participating countries to travel to the United States for tourism and business purposes for up to 90 days without obtaining a visa. So at into Ghana has say 97. You can actually apply without basically your friend is getting a visa. For it's more like exchange programs. What you have for tourism, for business purposes, 90 days without necessarily you obtaining a visa. So instead of a visa, no travelers, no the more ESTA. ESTA, no the meaning electronic system for travel authorization. And no now be here say approve it before you board a US flight or vessel. But see, Ghana, you were part of the eligible countries. But see, Ghana Ephraim or me Ghana free match say Minoka say enya asem ketwa. Now let's put this on the screen. So exactly where we are heading and even how this particular news, it is something I made a very big devastation. Now this is coming from definitely Daily Graphic or say Ghana, Nigeria, others excluded in US Waiver 2025 program. So we'll be reading it for you to basically get a clear understanding of how this thing even affects us as a nation, especially one person Trump as a system. Trump is saying immigration needs to stop. Remember, Trump the number one issue America for voting is unsolved immigration. Trump about power in immigration was one thing I to say so he's really bent on actually solving this particular problem because you'll be follow Donald Trump or no the semi can say promises made promises kept. Now let's read this, okay, because this actually explains exactly where all of these issues is actually headed. Or say in recent highlights. In recent and highly anticipated policy review, the United States Department has announced the 2025 Visa Waiver program update, which has significant ramifications for global travelers. They've really updated it. The updates now. Also, the United States removed Ghana and other African countries from the list of eligible countries for the 2025 US Waiver program, a visa-free travel initiative. Among the most affected are African professionals from Nigeria, South Africa, and Ghana, as these nations are not included in the new list of waiver eligible countries. So basically, if I said one, it be for school purposes. You see, we are Ghana, exchange program, more call for tourism, school, ya boabo, more call for school, more for conference. All of these things under the user visa program are here BFN ESTA, penalty acronym, which is the electronic system for travel authorization. You see, I know part is Ghana EFM. Almost also to say impact of the US waiver US visa waiver program. The US visa program is designed to allow citizens from designated countries to enter the United States for up to 90 days without obtaining a visa. Instead, eligible travelers can apply for an electronic system for travel authorization online before departure. This waiver simplifies entry process and reduces processing times for short-term business tourism or transit travel. However, under the updated 2025 waiver, key African countries such as Nigeria, South Africa, and Ghana are notably excluded from the list of 40 waiver countries. For African professionals seeking to work in the United States, this update means that streamlined waiver program is not available, and instead, they must undergo a more rigorous traditional visa application process. Also, to us, said the waiver update. What happened in 2025 program? Enhanced security and diplomatic considerations. The 2025 waiver program has introduced significant changes focused on enhancing national security and reinforcing diplomatic ties. The United States authority have revised the list of eligible countries, now including a total of 40 nations. Notably, Romania has been added to a new entrant, while Taiwan and the United Kingdom remain eligible only under specific conditions. This strategic move reflects the U.S. commitment to granting the waiver only to countries with robust border security and diplomatic relations. Implications of the waiver exclusions for African professionals. The exclusion of Nigeria, South Africa, and Ghana from the waiver list means that professionals from these countries are required to go through the standard visa application process. This process involves several steps, including detailed documentation, an in-person consular interview, and thorough background and security checks. Although more time consuming, the traditional process is designed to assess the applicant's credentials comprehensively, ensuring that only qualified professionals gain entry into the United States. So basically, say what to say we na currently it is true. The United States of America, it's like they didn't come here to play in somebody's language. You see, now Donald Trump, the reason why he's doing that is because let's be back out. So let's step back out of African countries overstay in the United States. Ghana is a democracy. I think we're number 2 or 3 after Nigeria we come. So looking at this to me, say a track record, people are getting into the United States with this travel visa waiver programs, and they don't come back. People are getting into the United States with various security, with various education and business. If anything, I don't know if the word to use, but business reasons. And now they are saying, I want to go there for business purposes. So they are entering for business purposes and educational purposes. But yes, so when they get the visa, they don't come back. So according to Trump, and will be here say they streamline it very. Just few people per number eligible. And aside from that, so one more money eligible. So they'll go through the visa stringent process, and they into boom. So boom, you've been denied entry into the United States of America. There's no way I can appeal this, because every country its laws is synonymous and are relative to its own self. If the country be a law, pay ban the United States law so the United States law no since ye near krum was a ditum. To say so we'll be giving you more updates as all of these whole various events continue to unfold in this particular country.